The one thing about family, truly, in my opinion, my version of family is that they are there when you need them. And my brother, I only have one brother, we're 6 years apart, he's older. And I remember when I was 16 years old, I was going for my driver's license and I failed. And I've done another video on why I failed and how I think that guy was a total meanie, the instructor. But anyways, I failed. And my brother and I, because we're 6 years apart, and I understand that when you're 6 years apart from a sibling, it's almost like you're an only child because you're just not that close. And so my brother and I were close, but we didn't really hang out because we had a huge age gap then. And so anyways, but I'll tell you, he did have some redeeming moments in our childhood. And one of those times was when I failed my license. And so back then, about the only place you get your license around was Aurora at the corner of Bloomington and Yonge. And that was where the drive test center was. And so I was super bummed out. But my brother, being 6 years older, being a little more thinking at that age, he said, look, he says, I'm going to call out to Peterborough because it's a small town, back then really small, and I'll see if we can get in. So we actually managed to get my license set for the next week, which happened to fall on my brother's day off. And of course, we both worked for my dad, and my dad said, yes, you can take the day off today, school, that is. My brother was already working full time. So anyways, we both took the day off. We went out and I took one of my dad's shop trucks, old B2200 Mazda, 5-speed manual transmission. I took that for my driving test in the winter and actually passed it out in Peterborough. So that was one time that my brother had a real redeeming moment, a real redeeming quality there. The rest of the time we fought and punched each other, and I think one time I threw a screwdriver at him, all sorts of crazy stuff. But when you really need them and you're down, they are there for you. At least that's been my experience. Tell me in the comments, did you have a redeeming moment with your sibling, family member, somebody in your life that was like, you know what, I didn't even know I needed that until you actually did it? Tell me about it in the comments.